I guess he's listening to the music.
I guess
Dang
so.
it. Oh, I can turn it on now. Oh, there you go.
I can turn it on here,
I went off and he didn't have the hat on. Did you just put that on?
Yeah.
I thought so. And I came back and it was on. That was funny. So the reason I have you on here is because I need a second opinion on something
Oh,
that fiance saw today.
okay. Oh, I thought it was because of my pretty face.
yeah.
Well, that too.
It is what it is. I just enjoy doing this with you guys. I think we have a good time and we have a good crowd.
Oh yeah.
I definitely agree with that.
No, it's fun.
Always,
It is fun.
always. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Although, if you can, just give me a minute to go get my coffee. I'll be right back, okay?
Yeah, you're good. Maybe we should drink coffee again like that all day.
What?
Hmm?
Why?
Energy.
Shit, I got energy.
I don't fucking have energy.
You want me to make you some coffee?
Hell no, not right now.
uh,
I ain't used to drinking that at nighttime. I'd be like, ooh, already hardly sleep. Test. You're a nut.
Me?
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
True that.
Sometimes you don't.
Isn't that Slimer? Slime.
Hell yeah. Told you I love toys. Look, look. Tell me. I love my toys. Look at this shit I got for Christmas from one of my kids.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Hell yeah. That's great.
For real
Now,
though.
that's freaking great.
Yes, I have all the action figures, you know, with their little guns and stuff, and then my Slimer is my buddy.
He's missing a leg.
Do what?
Is he missing a leg?
No, he ain't got no legs, huh? He's just
Yeah, he's just a blob.
A
That's all.
blob. That's right. Okay.
He said he's missing a leg.
Well, when you held him up, he looked off balance. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah. And I got more. I got a bunch of stuff. You guys will all see it all one of these days.
don't let Cletus fool you. He's in the toys too. His whole closet's full of them.
Hell yeah.
I like my
Ain't that-
toys too, but they're not collectible.
I already know that. Are we live?
I think so. Yeah.
Hi,
Well,
everybody.
that's the thing is, my people couldn't hear us talking on this side.
Okay.
I don't think, but
Gotcha.
they can now. I turned it on. What
gotta-
up?
Turn your music off though.
I know.
What up? What's going on, everybody? Long time no see.
Yeah. Okay. So I was telling Dago, I don't know if y'all heard me over there, but I don't think y'all did. Because I'm streaming through StreamYards, but on another platform.
Let's
So
see if I'm live too. Hold on.
yeah, we looked at your channel.
Okay, it's live. Good. Cool. Okay.
So fiance is just about nosy all the time. And he, you know, we of course every day everybody checks for something else to be released, right? Is something else come out?
Yeah.
And he did that today, but he checks in the back log.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull it
Yeah,
up.
there's only one new document that I've seen drop since I was live, and it's just about the like the media thing.
Oh, no.
You'll probably have to share it on StreamYard so he can see it, won't you?
Yeah. If it's something besides that, I don't know what it is.
Well, the problem is they'll backdate stuff in this log. They'll go back and put it in there after the date's already passed, which is kind of go down.
I got this. So if you look right, we've got the motion for scheduling order, motion to reconsider, all the stuff that we've been going over, right?
Where do you get all that from? Yeah, okay.
Right here, motion to reconsider orders.
Interlocutory, yeah, right. Okay, we covered that, right?
Yes. What no one has mentioned, though, is sealed order for disclosure of IgG information and protection order.
That is not listed in the portal that I use. Damn.
Well, it's so it's not listed as a filed document because it's sealed, but there's a way that you can see the listing, the case summary, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can see everything that's been filed, whether it's sealed or not. It's still listed in chronological order. But what they'll do is they'll go in and backdate it to when it was actually filed, but even though they didn't post it in the log originally.
Okay.
So I was just scrolling through and I saw that and I'm like, is that really what I think that is? Did they hand over the IgG to the defense? Because that's kind of, I mean, it looks to me like it would be an order. I mean, just what it says, right? Order for disclosure of IgG. And the only person that's asked for it to be disclosed was the defense. So I'm kind of thinking he did the in-camera review and handed it over.
Oh wow. Okay.
Now we can't see it, of course, but it is interesting because I know we've had conversations about, the whole hearings that have been scheduled, and we don't, talking about whether or not it's because they handed over the IGG. I'm kind of looking at this and thinking that, yeah, it may very well be why they're filing the motion to reconsider.
We'll say that one more time.
I know. You lost me on that one too.
Yeah, say that one more time, bro. I'm sorry.
We've been talking about, off and on about this whole motion to reconsider that Ann Taylor has filed. And we were talking the other night about whether it's in response to maybe the IGG getting handed over, and there's something in there that she's like, hell no, you ain't doing this. You need to reconsider. But we didn't know. We didn't know because there was nothing filed. But then looking at this and looking at the dates of it and the way it's kind of making me think that is why she's filed this motion to reconsider.
Yeah, because up here, notice of in-camera submission.
Yeah, which is just like, as I think we talked about it before on one of my streams, that just means that it's oh Jesus, how did we explain that scenario before? Like, it's just a private scenario between the two.
Right. And then you've got down here where there's an order for disclosure of IGG information and protection order. So I think, in my opinion, I'm not no lawyer, but it almost seems like they are disclosing the IGG.
I don't know of any other way to
what
look at
portion of it, right? I guess would still be a question.
Okay, so motion hearing 11, because there's 2 hearings that day. One's open, one's closed.
Right.
Defendant's motion to reconsider orders, sealed hearing, closed the public. Defendant's motion to reconsider orders and scheduling conference.
Well, these are coming up. Look at the date, 126.
Yeah,
this happened
26.
This happened on December 29th.
Oh, sealed order for disclosure for IGG information protected. But they still, even though it's sealed, wouldn't it go into the portal with the rest of those? Or is it something that is like...
So not always. There's a lot of stuff that they file in the back. And they don't never release the filing to the public.
Mm-hmm. You're going to have to hook me up with whatever link this is, because this is the only portal.
It's in the new portal. You just got to go to the top.
You see here, right here, state of Idaho.
Uh-huh.
Watch.
Okay. How many people we got in here, by the way? Hello, everybody. Welcome. Good to see you all.
Oh, yeah. Press that thumb button or whatever. Like the video. That's what I meant to say.
Do what?
I meant to tell them to like the video. I never tell people that. If
yes,
like
guys, hit the like button. Leave some DNA on the way in if you will. Appreciate you guys very, very much.
Did you see what I did, though?
No, I can't see what you're doing at all.
What? Hold on.
Oh, you're screaming.
Oh, shit.
Okay, now I see. Yeah, that's where I go into that portal right there.
But you got to quit doing all that scrolling.
Uh-huh.
You see that case summary?
Okay.
Click it. Boom.
Oh, damn. It takes me 45 days to scroll through this damn thing to get to what I want to, unless I'm looking at the APCA, but oh, hell no. Really?
Well, you can't click on stuff from here, but like I said,
you can still see when it's filed, though, right? Yeah.
Yes, and there's stuff that they file that is literally not on the public portal.
Oh, I am a happy baby right now.
The trick to it is every once in a while you got to go in and scroll back through, because there will be shit in here that they won't put on the main screen.
Good for you, brother, because I did not know. And you know what? Somebody else was telling me that they were seeing things. I think it was Daniel was saying there's going to be things coming. There's going to be things coming. He popped into one stream we did, and I'm like, how do you know that other than seeing it from what's his name on Twitter? But this right here, bing, bang, boom, there it is.
Well, we checked this that day that he was saying that, and whatever he was talking about, it wasn't in here at that time.
All right, well, maybe
my guess, I think he's either got like an inside source or he just calls, right?
Or Christy might know something before he does, and he talks to her regularly. So yeah.
And I mean, if you call and they filed something that day, like my guess is they have to give it to you, right? Because it's
I would think
public.
it's public. Yeah, it's public info, I guess.
But if they haven't had time to like upload it to the portal,
Uh-huh.
then you have to go on or wait for it. But I'm telling you, like this right here, sealed order for disclosure of IGG information. I think they handed them over the IGG. Now I don't know what portion.
Wow, and that's when I remember the other day when I said, I wonder if that's why she said we need to or put the motion through for reconsideration, because she saw something that said, hey, you need to look at this again. That's where that right there says that. Damn, because that's what I was thinking, that there had to have been something. I mean, a bunch of people said that it's a standard procedure to do this, but I struggled with that. Like something that quick, it was just denied. So why would you put it through right away unless something came to your attention that made you think you needed to? You know what I mean?
Right. That's yeah. I
Mhm.
don't know. And I mean, it's it's still not chronologically correct because this order comes out on the 29th. Her motion was filed on the 28th, according to that case summary, right?
Yeah.
But when you think, I mean, I just can't see the coincidence there not being real. You know what I mean? Like it's hard for me to look at that and not say that, yeah, that is why she filed this motion to reconsider. I mean, and maybe not, but it is. I think there's a damn good chance of it.
Right. Hold on, guys. Yeah, that's quite interesting, and I've never seen any of those things before.
This on this page?
Yeah, never. This is the first time I've ever seen this page ever. I see the case summary link up there all the time, but I never touched it because I never knew to. I didn't want to mess anything up. So is there anything else besides that we've missed? That would explain where the sealed order denying motion popped up from that wasn't on the standard portal before.
Right here.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I see that now. I never saw that before. Denying motion to dismiss indictment for inaccurate instructions.
Actually,
Yeah.
there is something on here that I found super interesting at one point. So remember this, to transfer evidence for forensic evaluation?
Yeah, the stipulation too, right.
So there's another one of those. And it was on.
Sorry about that.
Hold on, I'll have to find it. What the hell? The think tank. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. I hadn't seen that one before.
The think tank? Oh, maybe that's a YouTube channel or something.
Yeah, that's what my guess was, or
like a media. Maybe. Yeah, because there's Fox News.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
There's Creme too and Lewiston Tribune. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Where is that one about?
It's for justice. Shit, I wonder if I can put my name in there.
Right. JLR was the first one to do it, but
I saw his order when he was trying to get cameras in there. When he did that. So yeah, Mensa. Carolyn said Mensa is think tank. That makes sense.
Oh no, it was remove evidence.
Oh
yeah, okay. Right here. So July 9th, 2023, stipulation to remove evidentiary items for forensic evaluation. So in June, they removed something from, I guess, the storage to do forensic testing on it, right?
Gotcha.
When was it that they took those mattresses out? Was that before June? Okay.
Yeah, I thought that was. Yeah, there was snow.
Yeah, because I just watched that video. I watched that video today of them pulling those mattresses out, and it was for something else they had too. Is that Sherry just asked? That's a good question. Is that from evidence lockup or from the
I have no idea.
Or the other thing that he had, because there was nothing in there that I thought.
But see, what I'm thinking is if you notice under it, it says to temporarily seal the stipulation to remove evidentiary items, blah, blah,
Mm-hmm.
pending hearing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then this one, allowing removal of evidentiary items.
Yep, that is true. Is there any kind of a date on this?
Yeah, they're all from 6/9.
6/9 to June 9th. Okay. Whoa, that was way back then too. Shit. Stuff that we didn't know. Mr. Gray's motion.
Right here, you have the alibi demand.
Yep. There it is.
Hold on, let me
Oh,
see.
wow. Yeah, I never saw any of this. Damn. Like I said, I'm a happy baby right now. That's nice.
Slimer's
the-
dancing.
And I thought this was the easiest portal for all the cases that we've covered. You know, to get into this one has always been the easiest one. And now with that too, it's like, hell yeah. Because Delphi it's like near impossible to find anything in there. I can't ever get the right documents. And if I can, it's a bunch of work to get it. And
I'm trying to go through here
Eddie
and see if
said,
there's.
I know, and I know Eddie's got notes on all of it. Eddie said that the mattresses were removed January 7th.
So that's a good. Let me come up here and see. Golly.
Eddie, and
Yeah, you want to know
kills
something,
me with his timelines, man. That's awesome.
He's on it, dude. I love it. You want notes? Ask him a question. He'll have an answer. I promise you.
Yeah, that's great.
God almighty.
What are you looking for now?
I'm just gonna see if there's anything. Nope. Oh wait, never mind.
Eddie needs to be working as a paralegal or some shit. The dude's too smart.
And see that's crazy because I don't see anything like putting, but I guess because that was in the beginning, it makes me think when they like they don't have anything about removing evidence, adding evidence, blah blah, right?
Mm-hmm.
It makes me think.
Wait a minute. Stop for a second. No contact order. KG, AG, SG.
Okay, so I'll tell you who they are. We had to look this up. So it's Dylan Mortensen,
Jeffrey and Jasmine
Kernodle.
Yep.
This is the step parents.
Ben Mogan and Karen.
Yeah.
I know I can't think of her last name, but yeah.
I can't either. That's Christy, Olivia, Eve. I think it's a grandma.
Her younger sister's name, Alicia, or something like that, or
something like that. But one of these is the grandmother, and then you've got Bethany Funk.
Yep.
And these two were.
Oh Lord!
I should have wrote this down. I should be like Eddie.
Yeah,
Eddie
right.
Eddie probably knows.
He probably give him the initials. He'll probably have it.
I cannot think of who that is.
I can't either.
Then you got Stacy, Jim,
yep,
Hunter, Macy.
Yep.
I just can't remember who these are.
Well, and then there's the victims' rights form.
KL and SL. Yeah. Oh, I know those names. KL and SL.
It's like the step parents, I think, maybe. Karen. But
Karen's last name's different up there.
You know what's weird is the one for Kara Kernodle.
She wasn't ever in there though, because I think that was something that was talked about when she went live and did her interview. Oh God, I can't remember what the reasoning. It had something to do with the charges she had. Which still doesn't make sense to me because I don't know. Any new glasses? These are scratched over the hell.
That's a good point, CL. If all the family members signed up for the victim rights, they should be notified.
Yeah,
but they're not.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I can't really get behind that because they did inform Steve and them about the house. Even though he disagreed, right? They did tell him, hey, look, on the 28th, it's coming down for real. See what I
Uh-huh.
did there?
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Bail reduction
Bail reduction.
request for timely preliminary hearing motion for bail reduction.
There ain't no bail. How does that work?
Mm.
I'm looking, Mama Bear, if you can hear me. Hold on. Oh, I got so much stuff going on. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm sorry. Bear with me for a second. That's interesting as hell, though. I had no idea that even existed. I just thought that was just part of the main link up there. So I'm like super excited about that now.
They update it every afternoon around.
Yeah, every day they update it.
About 5 o'clock, it'll go public. But if it's not, or if it acts silly, you can just click on the link and change the date that the link takes you to.
Yeah,
the
so
current
these
date.
are the only people that did the victims' rights. If I'm not, these two, KLSL, and then all the Chapins, Stacy Chapin, Jim, Hunter, Maisie, and then, but I think there might be more further down in Ben Mogan.
Yeah. But yes, it's, I don't know. I mean,
Right.
is it that they've handed over the IGG? I mean, are we in agreement here that seems to be what that would indicate? I don't know, right? I mean, I think that's what it implies, because if I'm not mistaken, the motion was for that. The motion Ann Taylor filed was for that to be handed over or something. There was something about the disclosure of it filed, it seems like, the best I could recall.
Yeah, absolutely.
You see this too?
Coeur d'Alene Police Department Forensics Lab. I had heard about that. Something that was sent there
Mm-hmm.
and then sent back. I wondered what that was about. I didn't even know where that was coming from when I heard about that either.
Which is kind of crazy because all we've heard is Idaho State Police Lab and obviously for the IGG Othram.
Yeah.
So where does this lab come into play, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, wait a minute. Am I crazy, or is the Idaho State Police Lab in Coeur d'Alene? I don't know why I'm that sounds familiar to me. I may be wrong though.
I'm trying to get to where I can share this in another. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. This way I don't have to keep flipping screens. That's annoying as I don't know what. Okay. To release property on February 28th. So that would be back to the families, I assume?
That's what I'm thinking.
I just looked at my phone, Mama Bear. Hold on. I'm not seeing. Unless it's just now coming through.
What the heck does that mean?
What?
Release property and related documents.
Oh, I see it now.
I don't know, because I mean it was from so long ago, right? It's trying to remember. You need Eddie for that one, because he's got notes on every bit of it. I promise you, he can tell you exactly what was happening at that time.
All right. So how long are you guys going to be on here tonight?
Not long.
Okay, because I
just truly wanted your opinion on is this
okay. Gotcha.
You think they gave them?
I think yeah. Only reason I was asking is because I messed up a time. I'm supposed to be with Tommy tonight, as a guest, and I messed up the time. I thought it was 10:30 for him, so that's my stupidity. The drugs I was taking when I was like really sick is probably why. But yeah, I honestly think. Well, ask what you're. Tell me what you think, and then ask me, and then I'll respond to what your thought is on it.
I think they probably gave it to him, in my opinion.
Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking as well. But if that's see, that's what my question was when I said, do you think, to whoever I was saying it to, do you guys think that the motion for reconsideration had a basis to it, or if it was just a blanket rollover as in a standard procedure type scenario? Do you know what I mean? I think.
I mean, do you think they would have gave it to them before he made the order? Because if not, then she filed that like 8 days before.
Well, they have to give it to him, right? As far as I know, they have to give them everything, don't they?
What, as far as
well,
the
that's
IGG?
what the in-camera review was for, right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the judge was supposed to decide what was what they could and couldn't get, and it seems like this is sort of the outcome of his decision. It's just unfortunate that it's completely sealed, because it's just a little odd to me that it's completely sealed, and it's like you're not even gonna post what you turned over and what you didn't, right? But you're going to talk about the in-camera review in a public motion and all this shit, and it's like, what?
But listen, his question is, did they refile this motion to dismiss? Maybe because of something in the IGG, but they filed for that.
Well, he denied the motion to dismiss on December 15th.
Right, and you guys turn right back around and file for it again on the 21st. But then it shows the IGG thing, right, coming out on the 29th. So that would have been a week after y'all filed that.
Yeah, and it was the day after they set the hearings.
Right. So did they give it to them and then he put the order in?
That's a good question. That is a good question, truly, but I would think that the order, like, there's a time constraint on this stuff, and it takes time to process and all that. So, that's a really damn good question.
Yes, Clue. I don't know what that means.
I think they're all saying the same thing. That's a good question. I mean, if we could, wow.
It's a head scratcher for sure.
It sure as hell is. Wow.
Which came first, the chicken or the egg here, right? Because I don't know.
Slide that over and let me see the date on that again, just real quick. Order sealed. Order for disclosure of IGG is 12/29. Okay.
And then the one that we're talking about, that you're asking about, the motion to reconsider, they filed like 8 days earlier. So did they maybe, because like, think about it, during the in-camera review, wouldn't maybe she walk away with something?
Yeah, that's a good point. That makes sense.
So they had the in-camera review on the 15th? Sorry, no, the 30th.
The 30th, yeah. I was looking at that 12/15.
Yeah, me too. So then if she got something on the 30th and then it comes out that he dismisses whatever, denying the motion, she could in fact turn around and within 8 days be like, nah, we're going again.
Yep. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
it makes perfect sense. Yeah, that's who it was I was thinking of earlier, is Docket on Twitter. The Docket, he gets stuff early and he posts
I know.
So that's where I think that Daniel got his info from personally, but that's just me. Sealed order for protection, order sealed under the. Yeah, that would make sense, Clue. Honestly, what you're thinking, that does make plenty of sense to me, honestly. Because I can't see her walking away with nothing.
Right. Like you're in the room.
Exactly. Like I just can't see that happening.
First, like what would they do? Like say, well, they've already made copies, right, of these reports to potentially give to her. So
Yep.
why would she walk out that day without anything?
Exactly.
And I
Exactly.
promise you, like he made his mind up that day. This wasn't one of those, well, thanks for coming, everybody, and being on your best behavior. I'll let you know what my order is. I promise you, he was like, okay, well, you can see this, 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 and this. And he just gave it to her.
Yep. Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, she doesn't seem to be somebody just to let things go either. That's another thing. And I think we've all seen that. Sherry says judge needs to separate the issues. That's true too. I'm going to venture to say, and this is just an educated guess, that that's what happened right there.
Yeah.
Just from seeing it the way it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my thought. That's my guess. Honestly.
Yeah. It's hard for me not to look at it that way. It's really hard for me not to.
I mean, I really do believe that. I see exactly what you're seeing it the same way, because I'm envisioning this whole scenario going down, and that's what it's coming off for me.
Well,
And it could be an order come out sometime, but why hasn't an order come out yet? You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Like, good Lord.
That's why I was like stalling while answering it, thinking, why is there no order yet?
Because this is 12/29. Today's no, that makes kind of sense. Sometimes it does take them.
We're
They
at
got
the
to type
third.
up the order.
Well, this isn't the first time they've done this either.
Yeah.
It's I mean, I've seen it before on this where it'll be a couple of days, but it's usually something. What just made me second guess it was the fact that I haven't seen. I searched for news outlets talking about it, and nobody was talking about it. And it's like, well, is this really what it appears to be? Right?
Well,
Because
sorry to interrupt you, but here's another good point. Sherry used to work in the courts, and she says that she disagrees. She said she thinks it's separate issues. One is for a higher court. That makes sense too, though.
The IGG?
Mm-hmm. If it's I'm trying to explain this so that it makes sense to myself as well.
Too, just because it says sealed order for disclosure of IGG doesn't mean he's saying yes.
Right.
He could be saying no.
Still, and they need
but the order is in response to a motion. I'm almost positive of that there was a motion for this, was there not?
Yeah, that's what they had the in-camera review for.
So typically when he denies something, it says order denying. This doesn't say order denying, it says order, right?
It hasn't been denied or approved yet. Remember how long it took to get the first dismissal?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just looking at the way that the order is.
Because like if you look right here, Dago, denying second motion to intervene and granting defendant's motion.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So down here, if you look at this one, it doesn't say that. It just says sealed order for disclosure of IGG. It doesn't say denied.
It doesn't say denied, right? Okay. That's interesting.
I don't know what else it could be personally.
I mean, I tend to agree with you on that one, Cletus, because it doesn't. I just don't see it any other way, honestly.
I can't either. I just really can't. I really can't see it any other way.
It doesn't make sense in any other senses, at least to me. And of course, I know nothing. You know what I mean? Just what I know. I'm trying to learn, but reading it the way that it's stated here, that's what it gets. That's what it gives me.
So Caroline in our chat then, if it is recently added to the case summary, it's likely being handled and heard on January 26th.
That's kind of what I was Yeah, I was thinking that a few minutes back, but I didn't want to say it because I wasn't sure and I didn't want to sound stupid. So hold on a second. My son is trying to talk to me. Sorry, 1 second.
You know
here.
what, though? That's an order, not a motion.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's
It's
not a
an order.
motion;
It's
it's
not
an
being
order.
heard.
Like
It's been heard.
he's made a ruling on
Right.
something
I
and
agree.
sealed it. Right. That's just I if I take it at what it says, that's the way I
Yeah.
interpret it. Right.
Motion, order, which he granted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry about that.
So I actually disagree. Respectfully, Caroline, love you. Mwah. But if you look here, we've got the motion, right, to reconsider orders. But then down here, it just says order. It's not a motion.
Right.
So this isn't a motion filed. This is an order. My guess is coming from the judge on the IGG info.
Mm-hmm.
There's movement, to say the least. We don't know if it's good or bad. How about that?
So if it's sealed, it won't go. And if it's sealed, it won't go into the documents list, is what Sherry said. So that does make some sense there. Hey, Firefly.
Not necessarily. So there's stuff all in the documents list that's sealed to us, but you can still, you'll open it up and it'll be like State of Idaho versus Brian Koberger. This is da-da-da. And then it's like sealed, right?
Yeah, the exhibits or the
whatever
pertinent
info
information
is sealed.
is sealed.
But you do see the filing, right?
Yeah. No, I won't, Mama Bear. I'm getting ready. I know. Yeah, absolutely. No, a motion and an order. Obviously, we know one's the thought of something, the other one is something that's been ordered. So yeah. Sealed order for disclosure, judicial officer, motion hearings, a motion. I mean, I don't see that any other way. I agree with Cletus on this wholeheartedly at this point. Hey, Dinky.
No, it's like a direction, right? This is my order.
Yeah, like a order.
The disclosure.
Yeah. Now, I will say over here, I noticed BL said, where'd it go?
I saw that
my
too.
opinion, could be disclosure of grand jury records regarding DNA evidence they were presented. I mean, maybe.
I think it would be stated differently.
Okay. Different verbiage. Gotcha.
Because this is literally like verbatim disclosure of IGG information.
It doesn't say anything about grand jury, right? Okay. Yeah.
Why don't you Google that while you're just sitting there?
Well, I'm sitting here looking at because that what triggered me on this is that disclosure of IGG information, and I could swear, I'm probably completely crazy, but I could swear there was some verbiage in something else filed that was that had that exact verbiage,
like the motion,
right? And that's what I'm sitting here looking for now.
But that was forever ago.
There it is.
Is motion asking an order is asked ordered at the risk of me saying it doesn't sound stupid, Viv. There's no stupid questions, only the ones you don't ask.
So fiance found it. Hold on.
Pull up, go to the October 25th on on the actual filings.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna pull it up here.
And this is the order addressing IGG DNA.
Sherry said maybe it's a chain of custody. That's possible too.
Good Lord. October 25th?
Yeah.
That was that hearing, right? That one hearing that they had?
Yeah. Keep going down. There you go.
Oh shit. I can't.
Order addressing IGG DNA right there. So on the end of that, let's see where
Can y'all see that? No.
The second paragraph says the state has now filed a motion to prevent the disclosure of the IGG information to the defense. The defense opposes the motion and filed a motion to compel requesting discovery of everything pertaining to the IGG investigation.
What about? Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm glad
Well, look right here. It says the exact same verbiage: disclosure of information gathered from an IGG investigation. Like I'm telling you, I think I'm probably wrong.
I was getting ready to say, what if, hey, Walt, what if, since there's 2 hearings on the 26th, one's open, one's closed, I'm going to venture to say the closed hearing, what if that's disclosing the IGG?
That's my thoughts. Is they're definitely going to discuss that, right?
That's what I think that is.
But
Truly.
would you have an order before a motion?
Well, you'd have to have an order
Because of this motion?
You would have to have an order granting them access to the IGG, right?
That's what I think that is. Yeah.
Because it was contested. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. That's what I was just thinking. Because of that fact, they would have to make an order for it because the motion.
Well, look here. While the court has determined the discovery of at least some of the IGG information in the FBI's possession is warranted, as discussed above, we'll conduct an in-camera review of the information to better understand the information and more precisely determine what needs to be turned over and the scope of any protective orders that are necessary.
Which is where
so I'm just saying
where the stealing comes in.
It said order of disclosure of IGG information and protection order.
I'm telling y'all, this is what this is.
They handed that over.
To
some degree.
That's what it seems. That's what it seems like. So what does that mean? What's going to happen after the 26th then, do you think? If
she don't come in there with no bombs, then I feel like we're either they're going to take it up to a higher court.
Supreme Court, yeah.
Or
well, it makes me wonder if there's something in that IGG that says, hey,
you messed up.
There's a problem here. Let's relook at this. And if it goes up to the Supreme Court, in my opinion, that tells me that that's the problem. Okay. That's my thought. That does make a lot of sense to me. A whole lot of sense. That's a real good catch, Cletus. Seriously.
Well, maybe. I mean, it was interesting to me just because of the timing and the fact that it was, something we hadn't seen. And the timing of it, because everybody, I know in my mind, I've been wondering, when is this judge going to hand this over? I mean, hell, we've all talked about it, right? A few times.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is kind of an indication to me that they did so. So.
Yeah,
it makes you wonder.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, it makes you wonder. That's all. Go ahead with what you were saying.
For me, it's the timing. Like he said, right? The 15th, you're doing the in-camera. And then what happens after a motion?
You get an order or
a
motion.
And
exactly.
That's what I went with. That's what got me was the timing. I agree. I don't see it any other way, guys. I don't. Again, even if we're wrong,
do this.
I think we need to go back to school and get our paralegals and just do what we do.
I was thinking that. One of us needs to go back and become a lawyer.
Exactly. Now, I do know one thing. Wait, whoa. What?
What?
I hope to God that's not true. Mama Bear just said, FYI, J-Lord supposedly had a heart attack. What?
What?
Oh, I take everything bad that guy said about you. I'm sorry. I don't need that karma. I hope you're okay.
I do too, but no, I never wished anything bad on anybody. Good God, that's horrible.
I didn't wish anything bad on her, but I did call her a tree beaver. Hey, you're in that same boat.
I did that too, and I feel bad. If that's true, that's horrible. I mean, no matter what we say to each other, none of us, I don't think, ever wishes harm on each other. That's insane. It's true.
No, like I told her that night, like I use her to practice my roast. I mean, I'm not kidding either. That's literally.
I get it.
She's in my chat.
That's why it should never go personal. I hope she's okay. I mean, seriously.
It doesn't. No, I will say this though. Like, it's kind of crazy that, and I'm not throwing shade on anybody. Okay, before I say this, and everybody's like, "Oh, fuck Clue&Cletus," but it is a little crazy that the side that Brian is guilty, burn him. You know what I mean? They seem a lot more stressed out.
100%. I agree with you on that one. Seriously.
Like if you watch Get a Clue, Gray Hughes, J-Lord, like they seem so angry.
They get really mad and upset about it. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And there's no reason to.
No,
It doesn't, I mean, whatever the outcome of this case ends up being, you guys, it doesn't personally affect us in general. Okay. We came out here trying to help to find and to see the truth about what, and to see into, the crime getting true justice for what happened, And I
right.
want to believe that is what we all wanted when we started doing this whole.
Oh, where'd he go?
I don't know.
I lost you for some reason, Dago.
I'm here.
There
My
you are.
son keeps coming in here asking me questions. I'm sorry. But yeah, I've noticed that side seems very, very angry, and they get angry with people that don't believe what they believe, and
Yes.
we don't have to. None of us have to agree on anything, you guys. I don't understand it.
No, like when people come in here and they're talking about tunnel people and Odinist on the band field, I'm like, yeah, okay. But it doesn't anger me. Like,
No, it's
that's the
just
dumbest
something
thing I've ever heard. Like,
yeah,
no.
I mean, there's no reason to get mad about it. It's crazy. It's part of what we do. It's part of what this is about. It's people come in here looking for answers to questions that they've seen and heard things about, and what our job, in a sense, to do is to try to give you an answer to that, if we can, that's as close to the truth as possible, if not the absolute truth.
Right.
And try to avoid putting misinformation out. That's a big thing at this point, especially because I think it affects. We've seen what it does. We've seen what it can do and what it draws out of the YouTube communities. You know what I'm saying? It's turned a lot of things dark, and
Mhm.
a lot of people, and it's not what this is about, you guys. This is, I hate to say, that's a good point right there, Sherry. Ignorance is bliss and stupidity is a choice. That's a fact right there. There's no reason for any of the hostility, any of the people going personal in their personal lives on each other and being
Oh,
hateful and
yeah.
mean. None of that needs to exist. That's where I had said the other night, with Cletus, what he was attempting to do, that I wholeheartedly agreed with him on the fact that it's something that should be done, or that should be available to everybody, and unfortunately I just didn't feel like it was. So
That
I
that's the thing that angers me is these personal attacks. Like, let me tell y'all something. I'm like truly a person who can take that. Like, literally, my thighs jiggle more than a bowl of cottage cheese. Okay, I don't give a shit. Call me whatever. I mean what I say when I say I have the toughest skin. I don't give a fuck about your opinion. You know what I mean? But it's I know that not everybody is that way.
yeah,
So it angers me when I see, like, that night we went on that whatever channel and I see all them up there and they're talking junk about AR. I'm like, oh, whoa, no, you don't know him. All you're going on is what he looks like, and that's BS. Like, you're like the gold diggers of YouTube. If you're not hot, we won't
right.
try. Like, that's
That's
crazy.
That's why I even said, I was watching a stream where somebody was going ape shit and talking about John having a stroke and how he should have another one, this, that. I'm like, no. We don't, as people, we're human beings, folks. And like I said, we're all the same brothers and sisters under the same God, in my opinion. I know a lot of people aren't religious, so don't take that offensively, anybody, but we're all we got, guys. Each other,
Right.
period. I do not, and I will never condone wishing that on anybody. That's just insanely ridiculous. And that's why I said, the other night, he thought that I was going to go live and talk fun and make fun of him, and I didn't. I went live, and everybody that was with me that night said they saw what I said. I think that you guys need to say a prayer for him and his family, if you're that type of a person, or keep them in your thoughts for whatever they're going through at that point in time in their life. He was talking about, he was upset and worried that he might lose his mom. I get that. My mother's 72 years old. I'm afraid of that every day. This does not have anything to do with our personal lives and what
Right.
goes on in our, like, I would never, ever, I don't care what has happened to me, and I don't want anybody to get upset with me for saying this, but I do not wish harm on anybody that has come at me who has tried to hurt me in any sense. If you try to hurt myself or my family, I'm going to defend myself whatever way you do that, I'll come back at you that same way, unless it's something I can just ignore. Okay. But besides that, guys, I do not wish nothing but the very best for people in their lives. Hearing this about J Lord, I'll be honest with you, that horribly upsets me right now. Okay. Because I feel bad because I've made comments to her just as she's made comments to me. But at that same point, you have to stop and go, well, that's enough. This is not that important. This is not that serious. Okay. It's not. It is not. It's not worth somebody's life.
See, but that's where I think I'm just, well, I'll say it, a bitch. Because, I mean, I don't feel bad because everything I say to you is after you're coming at me. You know what I mean?
I get it. I get it. I'm
I
saying,
don't wish anything bad on you, but I will talk shit to you if you're in here like messing with the people in the chat. They come in here to have a good time.
yeah,
Stop being that way.
Those are words, hon, and that's what I'm saying. They're words. They're words. I'm not going to sit here and say, I hope you this, and I hope that happens, and I hope that. Never in a million years. Now, if we're going back and forth at each other, that's why I did what I did, just like she did what she did. You know what I mean? That doesn't constitute somebody having a health crisis. And I'm not going to do it. Now, I don't know if it's true, and I hope to God it's not. And like I said, if it did happen, I hope God's with her or her family, that she's okay. That's all I can say with that one. And I will definitely keep her in my thoughts, no matter what type of person she comes off as. She's still a human being. That's my thought. So
I will say this. We don't know the source, but I will say this. I found it oddly surprising that last night she was not in this chat. Because it is every time I go on, she comes in here either starting stuff. Sometimes she'll make a sensical comment and it'll be with the case. And, I'm like, see, you have such great insight, lady. But
she wasn't in John's stream last night either.
The other half the time she's just rowing people. How do you say that? Roaring? Whatever.
Rowing people up. Yeah. I get it. Well, like I said, I hope she's okay. Honest to God, I do, and she'll be in my thoughts because nobody deserves that. Nobody.
No.
That's horrible. And I don't know what family she has, if she has any, but I hope that they're okay. They're in my thoughts as well.
Agreed.
That's not cool. Damn. So.
Oh, I feel bad. The last thing I said to that woman was, God don't like ugly. Jesus fix it.
Yeah, well, I mean, that doesn't bring you to that level. That doesn't take you down to that level by saying something like that. That's not that bad. Okay. I mean, it's true.
Well, that's the truth. I mean,
it just seems to me, that's why I'm saying, you guys, I don't care who you are, where you're at, what channel you're watching, who you're involved with. It's not that serious. It's not worth your life. It's not worth stressing out over. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as much as a bowl of beans what I feel as far as what John feels about this case, because it doesn't affect either one of us in our real lives as real people. Yes, we want to see something come from it in a good way, but at the same time, it ain't worth this. It's not worth that. Okay. If it's that bad, you need to put the mouse down, turn the computer off, and walk the hell away. For real.
Well, I think to a point, I look at it like it kind of does affect us. It could affect us, right? Like, say we're accused of a crime, and it's like
systems. Yeah, that's why I'm saying it like that, because yes, the judicial basis of it and how things go on in the United States. It affects us all in the long run. I'm saying, but directly right here and now, if it's stressing you out that bad, nah, walk away from it, please.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
That's just not good. And like I said, I hope she's okay for one, and I hope that she has a great recovery and she comes back from it. And please, for the love of God, stay away from this for a long while, if that's the case. Because this doesn't do nothing. I mean, this does draw stress. I will say that much.
Really?
To some people, it really does. You've seen it.
Well, yeah, we've seen it.
It doesn't stress me that bad. I mean, the things that go on will stress me, yes. I'll say that. But the case itself, you can't let it get to you like that.
I don't stress over nothing. Like I ain't even tell them. I
Oh,
probably
no.
like that though. Like I don't worry about the house
Wait,
caught on fire. Christmas
yeah.
morning, we woke up to the house on fire. Last year, not this Christmas, but last Christmas, and I'm walking around like, well, ain't that a bitch? Like, I don't know. I'm too calm. Something got to happen.
Whereas I'll still walk around checking every damn electrical thing we got, making
To
sure it
this
ain't
day.
hot.
I have always been one of these people. Tried to teach my wife this over the years that, whatever scenario happens, if whatever's going on, if you can't do anything to control that scenario, walk away from it. If you can't change it, you can't fix it at that point, don't let it eat you alive, because that's all it's doing. It's eating you from the inside out, and it's stressing you out to a level that is just not good for you. And I've always lived by that. If I can't well, I've tried to, because I do freak out about things too. Mama Bear will tell you that. Did I have no control over it at that specific moment? And I think we're all guilty of that at some point. But when it comes to this stuff, no. Things in life are way too more important to be able to be safe and healthy for. So, but if that being said, I think I am going to have to jump out of here, folks. Yeah, I'm sorry, Clue. I planned on, like I said, I had some times messed up. I was taking my the steroid, the antibiotic, and I was taking this other what is that orange stuff, Dayquil type stuff, a high strength, and I was all duped up when I talked to him the other night. I swear to God, he said 10:30, and then I fell asleep right after that conversation, and so I was supposed to be over there at 10:30. I thought, and I need to shut this down and head over there for that. So, otherwise, I'd still be here, but I appreciate you guys asking me and having me, and Leslie, okay, I will check it out. But we need to do this again soon if we can.
Oh, I'm sure it'll happen.
Yeah, seriously, because I enjoy doing this a lot. Thank you, Critical. Appreciate that very much, and thank you for the information. Either way, guys, thanks again, and thanks everybody that tuned in. I appreciate you guys very, very much. I'm gonna head that direction. You guys, Clue&Cletus, have a great rest of your night and great rest of your stream. By the way, I appreciate you guys so very much, and I'll see you guys soon.
All right.
See you, Dago.
All right, bye.
Bye. Oh, let me.
Are you staying on?